There were various issues mentioned in the monetary policy statement. There's a lot to unpack, and obviously on Friday we tried to unpack it here in our exclusive monetary policy presentation here on ZTN Prime, and hopefully on the Mint today we'll also start looking at that. We're talking here about issues such as interest rates, which obviously were brought down. We're talking here about inflation, and today in Morning Rush Markets I want to look at inflation because, of course, inflation plays a huge role in the rising prices of goods and services. Well, the central bank says, and the governor said in his monetary policy statement, that they will try and commit to inflation targeting of between 2 and 5% by year end. And how are they going to do this? Well, they're going to keep up with their hawkish monetary policy and obviously keep a tight handle, a tight grip on money supply growth. ZTN Prime's business reporter Melissa Chatikobo brings us more in the following report.
Zimbabwe has a storied past with inflation. Just the mention of the word invokes unpleasant memories, as the trauma of 2008 is still fresh in the minds of many. With growing volatility in the exchange rate, market speculation, and falling confidence in the domestic unit, inflation was once again starting to creep up. As of December 2023, annual inflation was at 26.5% before jumping to 34.8% in January 2024 and further increasing to 55.3% in March 2024.
We want a solid and stable national currency for this country. It hasn't happened for many years, and it's time we had that in place. We want a stable and sustainable exchange rate. We want robust policy credibility and restoration of market confidence.
Previously, the bank has been accused of printing money and dabbling in quasi-fiscal activities. The new governor hopes that this will be a thing of the past.
Under my watch, we are going to ensure that at any one time, reserve money growth is contained within the limits of the growth in gold and foreign currency reserves that we have. We are also going to continue on the tight monetary policy stance.
To support the bank's inflation targets and promote the use of local currency, companies will have to settle at least 50% of their tax obligations using the ZiG. The bank has also slashed interest rates from 130% to 20%.
The bank has recalibrated the bank policy rate from 130% per annum to 20% per annum, consistent with the new monetary policy framework. The overnight accommodation interest rate has been set at 5% above the bank policy rate, and the bank deposit facility interest rate at 7.5%.
With the new currency on board and a commitment to a tighter control of monetary supply, the Apex Bank hopes to exorcise ghosts of the past. Reporting for ZTN Prime, I am Melissa Chatikobo in Harare.
Well, there you go. All I can say very loudly and clearly is let's give ZiG a chance. Look, no one says no to forms of criticism, but it must be constructive criticism. What I don't like to see is people completely disparaging what's happening, putting things down, not really, when nothing has actually started. I think let's give it a chance. On the other side, of course, let's talk directly. Let me talk directly to retailers, people who are selling goods and services to Zimbabweans. Can you please price correctly? Let's not see unjustified price increases because of the confusion of converting into Zim dollars into ZiG. Let's not see you profiteering from this currency change and ripping off clients. And that's why I'm calling for Consumer Council of Zimbabwe, Consumer Protection Commission, and also the ZRP and other relevant authorities to be out there on the ground monitoring this conversion and what's happening. Also, the central bank is only going to start issuing notes on the 30th of April. It's about education. Let's get education out to all areas of the country, because it is in areas outside of capital cities, outside of cities, where citizens can get ripped off by charlatans. Maybe they're going with new ZiG to buy cows and to do this and to transact in rural areas where citizens may not have the full knowledge of what's happening. So it's very important that even yourselves, if you have relatives out in the rural areas, give them a call. Explain to them what the rates are, what it should be. Tell them what ZiG is. Let them understand it, because education isn't just the Reserve Bank and authorities. It's also you and me talking to our relatives to advise them what's going on.
Konapo, Ipapo pa ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.